Jumofe. I'm spending a day with my friend Jocelyn to make cold press soap.
Hello everyone, I'm Jocelyn.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So the skin is the largest organ of the body, and its purpose and function is to protect us from environmental hazard. And so maintaining a healthy skin is extremely important. And one of the ways of maintaining a healthy skin is cleanliness. And so today we're going to make cold press soap to help us clean our skin and also maintain good hygiene. Now there are three main ingredients that is needed to make cold press soap, and they are sodium hydroxide, distilled water, and oils. Mm-hmm. There are different types of oils that gives different properties, such as hard soap, soft soap, soaps that lathers well, and soaps that don't lather that well. And so we are choosing a list of oils that can help give us the quality and the effect that what we're looking for. Yeah. Yes.
All right. And why do we use distilled water again?
The distilled water is used because regular tap water has chlorine and other ions that might disrupt the end product of your soap. It might not turn out well. So using distilled water is extremely important if you want to have a nice soap in the end.
Okay. All right. Well, with that said, some of the basic ingredients that we're going to be using for our soap today are: we need 5 ounces of coconut oil, 3 ounces of olive oil, 6 ounces of palm oil, an ounce of cocoa butter, and an ounce of shea butter. Fragrance if you prefer. We're not going to be using any fragrance. 6 ounces of the distilled water she mentioned, and 2.3 ounces of lye. Now, safety is very important, so you need to protect yourself at all times when you're making soap. Make sure that your hair is pulled back, no dangling earrings or any strings that could be caught in something. Wear long sleeves as possible, cover your skin. And lye is very caustic. If you should get it on your skin, it can literally eat through your skin. So you need to have vinegar on hand, and should you, in case you get any of lye on your skin or any part of your body, make sure it's basic. So you need the acid of the vinegar. Make sure you neutralize it immediately with the vinegar and rinse it under running water. Clean it right away and seek medical attention. You're also going to be needing goggles to protect your eyes so you don't get anything splashing in your eyes. You're going to be needing gloves since you're going to be handling caustic agent. You're going to need a mask to protect your nasal passage because the mixture of the lye and water create fumes that you do not want to inhale through your nasal passage. You're going to be needing a thermometer to check your temperature of the oil and the lye mixture. Miss Joanna will talk to you more about why you need the thermometer. You need the molds to get your soap, a plastic spatula, a glass bowl, a handheld mixture, a stick mixture, a bowl to put your lye in, and a pitcher to put your water in.
Okay. Now we have already pre-mixed all the oils that we need to make our soap. We have measured everything accurately. Now one thing that she forgot to mention that is needed is also a scale. Having an accurate measurement is extremely important. It's a ratio thing.
Okay.
Yes, for the soponification, which is a big word for like the thing turning into soap.
$5 word.
Yes.
You need to use $1 words on me.
Yeah. So so everything has been pre-made, and this is heated up. We have the lye also pre-measured, and the distilled water also pre-measured. Now distilled water is cold, and so when you add the lye to it, it's going to heat up very quickly. So you have to make sure that the temperature of the oil is very similar to temperature of the lye mixture. And so this is why we will need a thermometer. Now with this, it's a funnel that will make it easy for us to pour the lye into the water. Now it's extremely important that when you're pouring the lye into the water, you're doing just that and not the other way around. Because if you pour the water into the lye, it might volcano on you and just get in your face, which is not a good thing. So you're going to slowly pour the lime into the water and then let it mix and dissolve, and measure the temperature of it. Or if you don't have a thermometer, you can do everything cool where you can put it in a place to cool down first and have it be the same temperature, a similar temperature to the oil. Then you will slowly pour the lye mixture into the oil and use your immersion blender or stick blender right here to blend it. And you blend it to where you see tracing. And so now that we have all this here, we're going to don on our safety equipment and then come and mix everything together. We have all the molds, everything ready. Now when it comes to mold, you need like silicone mold. There are really nice ones with decor or designs
On it,
yeah, designs.
I love these. I love these ones.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, so once all the mixture is put together, you see trace, we're going to pour it in the mold right away so that it doesn't harden. You kind of have to work a bit quick. The longer it takes for you to, or it sits there, it's going to harden. So you want to pour it in there while it's still liquid and do it quick.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we're going to don on our stuff. Okay, so we've done on our safety.
Space mask.
Yes, and so now we're going to pour in. Ooh, this thing is uncomfortable to breathe. We're going to pour in the sodium hydroxide, the lye, into the solution, and you're going to do it slowly.
Got a big clump.
Yeah. Yay, we got it all in here. Yep. And if you are to feel this, it's hot. It's getting hot. Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so
Yeah, it's
with
hot.
that,
Where's the thermometer?
yes,
Once it dissolves.
there's a little bit in here, so it's important to get all the amount
Oh
that you
yeah,
need.
due to measurement.
Yeah, the ratio has the measurement is very important to
Your soup.
yeah, the oil and soap ratio. So with this, you can stir it to dissolve. Have to be a bit gentle, not to splash anything. And this thing is hot. Well, not hot that it will scald you. And there's a few.
Vapor coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah. And also, you have to do this in a well-ventilated place. Wow, you can feel it even through the gloves.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, hopefully it doesn't.
Explode.
Yeah. Let's put it in there. We can either wait for this to cool down a little bit, or we can warm this up. And this is already warm, but let's check the temperature between the two. So this is a 130 degrees.
Okay.
A little bit over 130 degrees, but this is definitely cooler than that. We're moving up, yeah, 130. So let's warm this up a little bit because I know that this is way hotter. So we're going to put this in the microwave and have it warm up a little bit. Okay, so now that we've warmed up
The oil?
yeah, the oils, the
Lye solution?
yes, the lye solution has cooled down a bit. We had to have it cool down a bit because it's kind of important that you have the lye solution be cooler than 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and the soap,
Oil?
yeah, the soap, the
The
oil.
oil.
Yeah, the mixture of oil needs to be between the temperature range of 120 and 140. You cannot have the temperature be higher than that. And please don't ask me why. Just take my word. Because anyways, if it's higher than the numbers mentioned, it will volcano on you. It will start bubbling and
your soap will be, exploding.
Yes, and so the temperature range for the oil should be between 120 to 140 Fahrenheit.
Okay.
And the lye solution has to be below 120. And so now that we've gotten the temperature range to be around, this is 130 degrees and this is below
Like
90. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to, I'm going to pour the
Mix it.
lye while she mixes, and then we use the stick blender to blend and get to trace. And by the way, the lye solution, when you first pour the lye into the cold water, it gets extremely hot to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And so you either place it on ice to cool it, or you can put it in the fridge or freezer. I don't think it's a good idea to put it where you have your food and the things that you eat. But it's better to get a container, fill it with ice and a little bit of water, sit it in and let it cool down. Yeah.
Okay, nice. The mixer?
And we're going to alternate mixing with a hand blender and stirring to try to get the trace. And you have to be careful when you're mixing because you don't want to splash it on. I think we're about let's see if we haven't reached trace yet. So we're going to stir this mix it until we hit trace. And tracing it has a look of like pouring pudding onto another layer of pudding, like maybe chocolate pudding onto vanilla pudding. You see the trace, yeah. So that's what we should be looking at. You haven't reached it yet. We're getting close. It kind of pulls it down. Yay, we reached trace. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we reached it. Okay. Yeah, you can lift it and pour it in there. That's enough, I think. And I will scrape the rest. So now we're going to pour it in the plastic mold. You kind of have to work quick so it doesn't
Harden.
on you. It looks beautiful.
Yeah. And a little mess is okay. Just try to get it in your mold and you can clean up the mess later. As I'm trying to work fast so it doesn't harden. Perfect. Okay.
Yay. Now, let's put it in there. Beautiful. By the way, this is just basic soap. You can add, after you reach trace, you can add fragrance to it, essential oil or
Color.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah, it's both essential oil and fragrant oil. Oh, I have this too.
Oh,
scraped it.
okay.
Yeah. Or fragrant oil. And you can also add colorant to give it whatever color you want. You can also add herbs to it. I grow herbs in my backyard, and so I've used basil, parsley.
Use that.
Yeah, when I'm using the distilled water, I get that and I get my basil, some parsley, oregano, and cilantro. I clean them really well, fresh from my backyard. And I'll put it in the blender along with the water, and then I will blend it into a mixture. Yeah, and then I will pour it over my muslin cloth to get all the pulp out. So it's just water that is draining through. And then I will use that to do my soap mixture. And so with that, it gives it a color, green color. You don't have to add any other color into it if you wish. And
the scent.
yeah, the scent. And so this is how the soap looks like. We are going to let it sit for 24 hours to harden. And then after 24 hours, we're going to take it out of the mold and place it on a drying rack. And let it sit there for about, in a nice, cool, dark place, let it sit there for about 6 weeks to cure. Some people say 2 weeks, but I say the longer, the better. Let me take this thing off.
I know it's hard to breathe.
Yeah. The longer, the better it is, because if it's not cured and you use it to bathe, you are going to basically scrape your skin off from itchiness. And so I have to let it sit and do its thing for about 6 weeks, and then you can use it. So this is the most basic that you can get, and then after this you can add whatever that you want, whatever colorant, whatever
fragrance.
yeah, and then you can also add herbs to it, and just make it something personal
Fancy.
to you. Yeah, to you. And then there are also different types of soaps that you can make. You can make some people just make coconut
Oil.
so yeah, soap with just coconut oil, and it's really good. They call it a beauty soap or whatever. It's really good. It hardens, it lathers very well, and coconut oil is generally good for your skin. And so yeah, you can use different types of oils, avocado oil,
Almond.
yes, sweet almond oils, and all that. And so now that we're finished with our soap, we're going to let it sit there and dry over 24 hours. And the next thing we're going to be doing is, of course, you can't have soap without having some lotion to moisturize your skin and keep it moisturized. Yes. So thank you.
Next step will be lotion, so
Yes.
watch out for it.
All right.
And we'll keep you posted on the soap as it cures and hardens and, the weeks go on, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So thank you so much for joining us. You'll see us again very soon.
Please like her channel or her videos, subscribe, and comment.
Yes, and likewise hers.
Oh, yeah. A day with
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
Yeah, we're one person in two bodies.
Yes. You get 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
so-
you so much, you guys.
Yes. Bye bye.